we're not just talking about degrading this habitat. We're not just talking about losing 1 or 2 streams. We're talking about changing the entire planet forever. And that's really serious, right? That is really serious. And it's so serious that it's almost hard to do the work that it requires to come forward and talk about it, because I got to go home tonight and feed my kid, right? I need to take care of myself. I have to be a good scientist. But the overwhelming nature of these problems, they're so substantial, they're so serious, that we're all struggling to talk about it. And we're all struggling to come to the table and show up to do the work. I mean, most scientists did not go into science in order to make international energy recommendations and talk about catastrophic consequences for the planet in the next 20, 40, 100 years. That's not why we did this work. We got into science because we wanted to ask intricate and interesting questions about the way that the natural world works. And so we're forced into a position with our expertise and all of the education that we bring to speak for these environments and these people in the future. Not because we chose to do that, but because that's the right thing to do. And it is so hard to navigate these deep waters around us. If I was going to advise other scientists, I would tell them to look at the landscape around them and think not just with their brain, but with their heart, to try to touch into those places that are maybe shocked and scared at the way that these data in front of us, the story that the data tells us about what will happen to the world in a future of abrupt warming. I have a lot of compassion for my fellow scientists because I know how hard it is to do the job that they're doing. These are some of the best people in the world. They are dedicated and careful and diligent. They're showing up for really complex problems. But they didn't come to this profession with the tools that it really takes to talk in these polarized and political spaces. So it's a fraught landscape as a scientist to talk about the work and then to talk about the consequences that that work has on their own internal and personal lives.